what you want to be able to do is create a repeatable business that runs when you're not there, right? So in my mind, I always thought like you could do that, and it's just like what is the model that's going to work, and like what are the, because like a network's an incredibly valuable thing to have, right? But you have to be like, you can build it, and like how can you use that network to then create like more value, and that's in my mind, that's always been like, okay, we're going to help a lot of people, and by building something that a lot of people can interact with, we will be able to then use it to do our own thing.
Right. Like that's the point of a network. A network is not plots on a graph, right? It's other people. It's like, it's a mind to mind. It's heart to heart, right? It's not like just this thing that exists out in the ether and you tap into it when you need it, right? You're talking about building real relationships with real people that you want to do real business with, or that you want to help them find people to do real business with. How has your view of networking evolved over the course of your time coming out of the military? You mentioned some people that you were looking kind of up to, or who were ahead of you. And then obviously when you go get an MBA and then you come out and consult and work in tech and all that, like networks are important. But how has your view of networking itself evolved through this journey?
Yeah, I mean, I think networking is all about trying to figure out ways to, most business schools will tell you that if you were to get a professor in front of you, right, they'd be like, everybody has a very icky perception of networking. They feel it's very transactional. What networking actually is people learning more about each other and thinking of ways that they can help each other to grow a business, or help each other, right? And that is actual networking. And it's like, hey, you're interested in this, I'm interested in that, it's good to meet you, let's like form like some sort of like bond here, right? And from there we can figure out ways to maybe help each other in the future. And to me, that's in my mind, that's what networking is, right? And it's less like, oh, if you don't have anything of value to offer me right now, like I'm going to discount you. It's more of like, it's good to meet you now, we could do something later,
Right.
or like, let's stay in touch, I'm always interested to see what you're doing.
Yeah. And it's all about those well-timed and well-engaged follow-ups, right? Where you're doing it with that in mind, rather than just that transactional, like, hey, checking in, good to see you, such and such, but like,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I really think it's like, it's really about, it really is about how do we, just staying interested in each other's lives, right? And like rooting for each other.
yeah,
In my mind, that's what it's about.
yeah, no doubt, completely agree.